For more now, we're joined by Republican Senator James Lankford from Oklahoma. Senator, thanks so much for talking with us. People, as you know, are starting to really feel the consequences of the shutdown, like delays at the airports due to the TSA and air traffic control. Is that at all creating any pressure to ultimately reach an agreement here?
Well, I hope it is. I've had several of my Democratic colleagues say to me, hey, we're now at a point that civilian federal workers aren't getting paid. Our military won't be paid next Wednesday. People are understanding now more and more how they're calling into the Democratic offices to say, hey, when is this going to get actually resolved? So it's been frustrating. This one's been odd for me, just point blank, because we typically just have a continuing resolution like this that's clean, no drama in it every September. We extended out, keep the negotiations going, but for whatever reason, my Democratic colleagues said we're not going to do that this time. We want a whole lot more on it. So it's been odd from the very beginning for this one.
Today on C-SPAN, House Speaker Johnson got an earful from a military wife begging lawmakers to ensure military pay isn't frozen. Here's some of what she said.
I'm begging you to pass this legislation. My kids could die. We don't have the credit because of the medical bills that I have to pay regularly. You could stop this, and you could be the one that could say military is getting paid. And I think that it is awful, and the audacity of someone who makes six figures a year to do this to military families is insane.
What do you say to military families who are wondering if their paychecks are going to come next week?
Yeah, I hate that. I've actually been in communication with some of our military folks in state as well, and it's been frustrating because the House of Representatives already passed a bill that actually fully funds the government, that keeps us open and keeps us going. We're ready to be able to pass that in the Senate. In fact, we've had up to 55 votes. We have a majority of the body that wants to be able to move that. But we have 45 Democrats saying, no, we won't keep it open.
Is there room for compromise at all on the side of the Republicans while the government is shut down?
No, there's not actually, because when you start opening up, trying to deal with a health care issue, this will take several weeks to be able to actually negotiate. We think that's absolutely absurd to not pay the military at the same time we do several weeks of negotiation on a health care policy. If the Democrats are demanding, saying, hey, we want to spend, as they are now, $450 billion on a health care policy that's unrelated to our military, and to say if we can't spend $450 billion on something that's never been through committee, never had any dialogue on it, we know has fraud, literally is giving subsidies to people that make $500,000 a year. We're saying, hey, all of those are problems. We don't want to throw money at fraud. We don't want to subsidize health care for people that make $500,000 a year. Let's talk about all these things, but not actually not pay the military while we're having that conversation. Why would we ever do that?
President Trump has suggested, as you know, that furloughed federal workers may not get back pay despite a federal law that he signed which guarantees that. Will federal workers get paid?
Yeah, absolutely. Federal workers will get back pay. But one thing is getting left out on this. When there's a shutdown like this, people that are contractors don't get back pay. They don't get paid. So we're talking janitorial services, food services that are in all of these federal buildings all around the country. They never do get back pay on it. So while it's accurate that federal workers will get back pay, even if they were furloughed, there are a lot of folks that live paycheck to paycheck that are contractors that they won't, because they never do. So this is yet another reason. Let's get the government open, get us operating again for the sake of those families.
Senator Lankford, we thank you so much for your time as always.
You bet. Glad to visit again. Keep praying for the nation.